Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So 33-year-old Michael Carico of Florida was seen on surveillance video entering and inside the Capitol on January 6th. However, prior to entering the building, Carico scaled a media tower and he filmed himself up there. He was singing the national anthem, and then he yelled out, quote, "Hey, Nancy, go fuck yourself." Prosecutors also say that he was in the middle of the mob that ultimately overran the police. And as with the majority of these stable geniuses, he shared his crimes on social media. So this guy was also seen at the Capitol wearing a camouflage shirt and a baseball cap with the word Navy written on the front. However, the FBI says he's an actor, and there's absolutely no evidence that he ever served in the military. So stolen valor much? Anyway, prosecutors also say that he yelled for a, quote, second wave of insurrectionists to overtake the police. And he was filming others attacking officers. While he's filming, he referred to the officers as, quote, fucking traitors. So the FBI arrested Carico on August 11th. He was charged with only the 4 basic misdemeanors. Entering restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of parading or demonstrating in a Capitol building. Carico then pleaded guilty to the parading charge in December, for which he was facing up to 6 months in prison, up to 5 years of probation, and up to $5,000 in fines. His defense attorney asked for a sentence of only 2 years of probation, though. Prosecutors, on the other hand, were requesting 30 days in jail. They wanted 3 years of probation and 60 hours of community service. They told the judge that some jail time was necessary, not just because of Carico's actions at the Capitol, but also what he did after the fact. So they contend that Carico deleted photos and videos and everything that he had taken that day. And they say that he then lied in a pre-sentencing interview. I guess they had asked him if he had smoked weed shortly before he was arrested, and he initially said no, and then later he copped to. Well, the prosecutor told the judge, quote, "Carico's lack of candor to the pre-sentence interviewer calls into question whether other statements he made were truthful or simply self-interested." In a letter to the judge, which is Timothy Kelly, Carico made the typical January 6th apology that we keep seeing. Basically, a couple of seemingly insincere statements of remorse, and then followed by me, mine. Carico apologized to, quote, "the residents of DC." And he said that in regard to his comment about Nancy Pelosi, he had, quote, "remorse for the language and comment." And then he went on to explain why he's the real victim in all of this, you guys. Carico whined, quote, "I have received death threats through voicemail, lost most of my friends in the realm of film, lost my agent, manager, lost my career, and I'm on the verge of having to do something different altogether because of how many news articles there are on my name. For an actor, his name is everything. My name is shattered, and I only have myself to blame." Yeah, you do. Anyway, he also tried to convince the court that he was only at the Capitol to, quote, "take a few high-end pictures, videos, and to protest and sell them to a news outlet for side income." Sure, Jan. Unfortunately, this guy got really lucky because Judge Kelly is another Trump appointee. He's been way too lenient in many of these cases, and this was no exception. He gave Carico everything his defense attorney asked for. Judge Kelly sentenced him to only 2 years of probation. It does include 60 days of home detention, but as I explained to you guys, that's a bunch of BS because they can leave for work, they can leave for church, they can leave for all these various other reasons. And also, he got 60 hours of community service. He also ordered Carico to pay a $500 restitution fee and then a separate $500 fine. So whoop-de-doo, Basil. mean, what a joke. Maybe Judge Kelly and Judge Friedrich can get together and make some little insurrectionist babies, some little domestic terrorist babies, and live happily ever after, because the two of them are just a joke when it comes to these cases. Anyway, I will let you know if I hear any more. Thanks so much for watching and listening, guys. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.